everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I woke up with the worst allergies. If I sound nasally in today's video or if I sound sick, that's why I lost my voice last night and this morning I've been blowing my nose. So yeah, fun time. So I've just been drinking smoothies this morning. So if anybody else is suffering from allergies, smoothies just feel so good. The one I'm having today is like ginger and carrot and like all really good healing things, bananas so that it's filling and it just like feels good on your throat when you have allergies. So that's a little pro tip. But yeah, I thought today we could talk about law of attraction. Lately I've been getting so many comments and questions about law of attraction, and recently I asked you guys, you know, if we talk about law of attraction on my channel, what do you want to know? So I kind of turned it into a Q&A, and then last night I also got some new stuff for my bedroom and I showed that on Instagram. A lot of you guys said put the haul in today's video. So it's gonna be law of attraction Q&A, and then at the end I'm gonna show you some new stuff that I put in my bedroom that I got at World Market and Target. Those were the two stores I got everything at. And yeah, I'm just trying to finish the house so that I could do a home tour. I know you guys have been requesting that nonstop and I want to film that for you. I just want to make sure I have everything like done. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and I'll see you in my bedroom. So I just grabbed my phone and I haven't done a law of attraction video in a while. So I asked you guys topics you want to talk about as far as law of attraction goes. And a lot of you guys answered to my story and you said what you want me to talk about and topics as far as law of attraction goes. So I thought I could turn this into a Q&A because chances are if one person has a question about something, other people would like to know the answer to that. So the first question I have here is, how do I make my first manifestation ever? Positive thinking is confusing at times. Okay, so this is actually a really great question. I'm going to take a little smoothie break. So how to make your first manifestation. So the first thing is you have to have a specific thing that you want, then think positively about that thing that you want. So it's not just about, oh, I want to manifest good things into my life, I'm going to start being really positive. That's helpful, but you're not going to get exactly what it is you want just because it was very vague. It's like looking at a catalog and saying, I want almost everything in this catalog, and I'm just gonna think really positively and then maybe one of those things will pop into my life. It's like, well, there was a ton of things in that catalog, so how will you even know if you get it? So that's why it's so important to be specific. Okay, so the next question is a really great question. I got asked this a ton of times, and that is, how do you keep yourself from having negative thoughts and sabotaging your law of attraction goals? So if you start having those negative thoughts, so say you're, going on a ton of dates, you're not finding the one, say you're going on a ton of job interviews, nothing is really clicking, nothing's really feeling good, that's when I say let yourself live, have fun, go out with friends that make you laugh, watch movies that make you laugh, work out, start working on you and say, okay, this is source. This is who's gonna get you everything in life, yourself. I need to treat myself good. Maybe I need some relaxation time. Maybe I need a pamper routine. Maybe I need to have a week where every night I'm going to take a bath and have, pretty music in the background, light candles. But this is all about you. If you start to feel negative and you're self-sabotaging, that's when you need to take it back. You're almost focused too much, or sometimes you need to step back and just say, okay, whatever's meant to happen will happen, but I need to take care of myself right now. So anytime you start to feel negative, it's a normal feeling, and it just might be that you're trying too hard. It might be time to, like I said, draw back. It's kind of like when you're feeling in a rut and you want to start feeling creative again. You can't say to yourself, okay, every day I need to be creative. It doesn't work that way. Sometimes you start to be your most creative when you are doing absolutely nothing. Okay, so the next question is tips on how to stay consistent when using the law of attraction. Where I'm at now, before I used to think, looking at my vision board every single day was helpful, and I realized that although that can be for certain goals, you go about goals different depending on what they are. I've noticed for me that the best way for me to be consistent is, one, keeping a healthy, positive mindset. That doesn't mean that I'm never feeling negative or that my feelings are never hurt. No, of course not, but I try to always bring it back to that positive source. Let me, find the positive situation. You have days where almost everything's going wrong and you start to be like, why me? And you start to really feel bad for yourself. Sometimes I will actually remove myself from the situation and go, what is the universe trying to teach me right now? Or what is God trying to teach me right now? Try to find the positive outlook. Okay, so the next question I got asked was, what is a recent law of attraction story that you have for us that is something that happened to me? So this is a really great example of being on the right path. So do you ever find that sometimes you ask for something, so it's your goal, and you don't get that, but you get something that's similar, and you're like, whoa, like, does that have meaning? Or maybe sometimes you don't even notice. Well, I want to tell you that you need to start noticing, because it's kind of the universe, or if you want to say God's way of showing you you're on the right path. So I decided that I wanted to invest in art because I felt like I wanted to make an investment. I've talked about this on my channel. I've talked about this on Instagram stories if you follow me there, but I love to have investment, something that I can look back on. You know, it's always good to be wise with money, but I shared the example a while ago and I said, you know, instead of buying a $5,000 bag, a handbag, you know, you can take $5,000, invest in stocks or invest in businesses, and then later you can have $10,000, $20,000, $50,000. So it can make you money over time, whereas a bag, you can sell it, maybe make the same amount, maybe lose just a little bit, but it's not going to be making you like an investment would. But I decided recently that I wanted to invest in art, like an up-and-coming artist or something like that. Something like reasonably priced, not like, you know, a $100,000 painting or something like that, but just something that's reasonable where maybe in 15 years, 10 years, maybe it'll be worth something. And the fun part is you get to enjoy the art in your house, and it's just, you know, it's part of your decor and it makes you happy. You buy something that is meaningful to you or you like looking at, and then someday you can sell it. So it's kind of like a win-win. Me and Jared were having dinner at like this random restaurant, and next door was an art gallery. So after dinner, I was like, oh my gosh, can we look in there? I was just talking about this. That's so funny, like I want to go there. We go in and there was just this gorgeous, like it could fill an entire wall, like from top to bottom. Like it was just the biggest canvas I've ever seen of Brigitte Bardot. I love her. I love her hair. I think she's just so beautiful. I would love this painting. So it was $10,000 and Jared was like, no, like you're not gonna get that. And the artist had signed it at the bottom and I wanted to like look into his work and stuff. And when we were there, the night that we walked in, the art dealer happened to be in there. She said she's not usually in there, but she was there that day and she was kind of showing me all around. She took us in the back room and showed us some stuff that hasn't even been put out and priced yet. So she kind of like taught me a lot of things too, which was so cool. So I kind of went home that day thinking like, at first I felt sad because I was like, wow, I really wanted that. After that night, I started just researching art everywhere, trying to find things, and I was really like pushing it. Like what I was saying before, like sometimes you just have to be like free flowing and let it happen, but I was really pushing it, like going to all these different art things and almost buying something that I didn't really love. As far as art goes for me, if it's gonna be an investment piece, I need to love it because I could end up being stuck with it. I kind of said to myself, okay, I need to just drop the art thing. If it's meant to happen, if I find something in my price range that I also happen to love, then it will just happen. A couple months pass and now it's actually yesterday. So fast forward to yesterday. I went back into that gallery and they also have books in there. Back into that gallery to buy a coffee table book for this table. So it's actually this Los Angeles book. And I was in there and, you know, there's all their signed art in there. And just like, I just got that in my head that I wanted something signed. And so I picked up the Los Angeles book, and as I was checking out, the girl opened the book and was like, oh my God, you got one. And she was like, no, the author of this book actually came in a few hours before I got there and just signed random copies and like put them all around the store. And I guess I picked one up. I was like, yeah, his work is everywhere now. He's doing a lot of things. Maybe it'll be worth something. She's like, you should keep it. It might be worth something on eBay someday. Cool. And me and Jared like left. We were like smiling. We're like, that was so cool. So even though it's not exactly what I wanted, you know, artwork on the wall, I got kind of these coffee table books are kind of artwork in their own way. And I got a signed copy from the same store that I walked into one night and saw the Brigitte Bardot painting. I got something similar, and it just teaches you that you're on the right path and to still keep doing what you're doing. Okay, so I really love this question. How do I release and let go of the goal I am trying to manifest when I desperately want it? So I think the first thing is, it's hard to say, it's easier to say than do, but you're not in a good position when you desperately want something. There's something different about passionately wanting something and wanting something so bad and you're so excited, but desperately wanting something almost makes it seem that you can't be happy unless you have that in your life. And I think that when you come from a place of being desperate, like, oh, I want to find my soulmate, and I'm desperate and I'm so lonely and this and that, you're gonna cause that resistance and it's going to be harder to get. So I think what you have to say to yourself is, you know what, I want this, but I'm really happy with my life now, and if I don't get it, and you need to come to terms with not having it almost in a way, which is crazy. Like, if I didn't get this house, would I still be breathing and still be happy? Yes, of course. So I think when you remind yourself those things, you start to feel less desperate and you start to feel like, wow, you know, I have a pretty good life. And another great way to feel less desperate and less like, I need it right now, is gratitude. Start naming 5 things right now. 5 things. What are you grateful for? The more you say things that you're grateful for, even if at first you're like, this is so cheesy, I'm not gonna feel any less desperate, you will. It's crazy. It's something in us that the minute we're feeling desperate, anxious, wanting it, those to me are negative. Like I said before, it's one thing to be passionately happy about something and passionately want something, but feeling desperate, anxious, it's almost like has like these negative feelings behind it. I don't get this, I won't be happy, or I won't like my life. And when you start to come from a place like that, you're building up all this negative tension. You're not gonna get it anytime faster. So for me, it's really helpful to get grateful. And then once you do that, your body releases this feeling of, wow, my life is pretty good. Like, I have all of these great things in my life. Yes, I want that, but if I don't get it, I'm gonna still be okay. And I think when you come from that place, that's actually when you get it faster. What is your favorite law of attraction method? Or do you do more than one regular thing? Visualization, scripting, etc. So my favorite thing is, of course, vision boards. I've talked about that on my channel before. It's the first way I learned about law of attraction, so it's just something I'll always do. So right now I actually make Pinterest boards. I keep them private, and they're just, you know, things that I save on there and things that I look forward to. I have trip vision boards. I have just so many different ones on Pinterest. I actually make my vision boards there, and I just find that it's easier than like getting a piece of paper, cutting things out, printing things out. This way I could just like actually type in what I want and it's right there. It's the path of least resistance. So I really like a vision board because I like to see everything. I'm a visual person, and that's always how I like to learn. So I like to see everything. But also the letting go method has been just very helpful to me. Asking what I want and speaking it into existence and having the right feelings backing it up, and then living my life. How do you get in the habit of practicing law of attraction regularly? I think you get into the habit by just, the more you know too helps. Like, the more you read on it, the more you listen to law of attraction podcasts or videos like this one, the more you just start to speak it into your everyday life. For me, I live in a very abundance mindset, and it's all because of the law of attraction. You know, for example, recently I went out to dinner with my friends, and the check came back way bigger than I thought it was going to be. I don't know if everybody did, but I thought it was going to be. It was a really expensive restaurant, but I don't really drink alcohol, so I didn't get anything super expensive either. So I wasn't expecting it to be what it was going to be. So a lot of people have an issue with abundance, whether it's money issues and feeling like they'll never get ahead, or that they're always in the negative. But for me, the more I started practicing the law of attraction, the more I started adding it into my relationship with finances and just being abundant in general. Abundant doesn't always have to mean money, because it could be abundant in love and abundant in friendships. I tried to be that kind of person in all areas of my life. But anyways, going back to the paycheck. So after I got it and paid for whatever, my meal, I could have done 2 things on my way home. I could have been really pissed and really mad and angry. Or the second thing, which is what I did do, I said, you know what? It'll all come back to me. And I try to reason with myself as well. Did I have a fun time with my friends? Yes. Was it great seeing my friends? Yes. Was it a really nice experience? Yeah, actually it was. Was I treated nicely? Yes. I had a really good time. It was a good experience, and it'll all come back to me. And guess what? It did. In so many different ways later that week, it did. And I think that when you can live like that, of course in reason, you don't want to just like, you know, spend money you don't have and reason with yourself, because I feel like that could get a little tricky. But say once in a while something is not what you expected, or you're feeling at a low point, whether it's you're not feeling abundant in love or friendships or money or whatever the case may be. The more I started practicing law of attraction in my life, the more I've been able to kind of comfort myself during these times. So feeling like, wow, that was way more than I wanted to spend that day. But then saying to myself, but it'll all come back to me. And then later in the week, it all came back to me. You have two choices in life. One, get all stressed and worry about it and mad and angry. Or you can try to reason with yourself and say, yeah, that was more I wanted to spend. Maybe I just won't go there anymore. And I'm just gonna roll it off my shoulders and just be the best me. Even if nothing were to come out of it, even if I didn't get that back either, even if I didn't get more abundant after saying what I was gonna say, choice one is going to make you feel like crap because you're just angry. And you know when you're angry and mad, you just keep getting angrier and mad. So you're just gonna keep getting angry and mad. Or the second choice makes you feel free. You're free of that. Yes, I spent that, but now that has already been done. It happened, and now I am free of those feelings, and now I can live my life and create something great. And then I came home, I worked on my cookbook a little, I went and worked out, and now I'm able to create because I am free of those negative feelings. So that's really what I think practicing law of attraction every single day has done for me and has helped me, is that I see my life as very abundant. I see that I am the creator of my life. Anything that I want to attract into my life, I can. It's really everything I want to talk about as far as law of attraction goes. If you have any more comments or questions about it, comment down below. But now I'm going to show you some of the new stuff that I got for my bedroom. So the bedroom, we have decorated and redecorated so many different times. It's kind of the hardest room to decorate in the house, just because there's not like a ton of light in this room. Like there's a good amount of light. As you guys can see, I'm filming with natural light. There's no ring light or anything like that. But compared to other rooms in my house that are like white, we're both on the same page as far as decorating this room. So there's a few more things that I have to get for this room. And then I think that that's really it. And I'm going to do a full house tour. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so the one thing that's not here yet that you just have to envision is a black and white photo that I ordered. It's framed. It's gonna go right there. But minus that. So this has all been here. None of this is new. My circle mirror here, all of that has been here. But the new thing that we got is this fig tree. So I love the little planter. I love fig trees. It's hard to have different plants in this room just because it doesn't get a ton of light. But yeah, the planter, as you can see down there, is like gold and really cute. So then this chair I got at Target last summer, but it used to sit at my desk in my office, and now I don't have a desk. We're gonna be putting the desk in the attic just because I don't really sit there. It takes up a lot of space and we feel like we can use that space for something else. So this was the chair to that desk and I brought it in here. This I've had forever. It's just been through like all the different moves. So this is actually new. I love fringe. As you can see, the fringe down here, it's just so fun. And I love adding texture. So imagine this chair with no blanket and the little seat thing not there, it'd be a little bit more boring. So it's nice to add different things, add colors. I love adding black and white with browns. I just think it's just gorgeous. There's something bohemian modern about it, which is really our vibe of the house. Bohemian, modern, earthy. Moving over to this space. This marble console table, I believe is what this is called, is actually from Amazon. And because I knew I was going to be adding books on it, this on there, I didn't really care that it doesn't look like real marble. This is the book I got signed, and then I put this candle. This smells so good. Diptyque candles are beautiful. They serve as great decor as well, but this is like a really popular scent. And then this I got at Target. And these candles are from Target. This little candle holder is from Target, and this candle is from, I think, Pier 1. And then I wanted to put my pampas grass in this gorgeous vase that I got at Target. This looks like something you would get at Restoration Hardware. Like, it's just so well made. I mean, Target has really upped their decor, but I mean, this is just like so earthy. I've seen things like this on Pinterest and just gorgeous, and it's by my window. I just love this. And then I put baskets down here, which I plan to actually use. They're not just decor, so even though they're super cute, I do plan to put sweatpants and sweatshirts, and it just gives you more storage in the bedroom. And then the pillow is also from World Market, and I have the same one in the sitting area in my house if you've seen it. This is the new area in my bedroom, and it just looks super cute. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment down below what you want to see this week, and I will film that for you.